everybody, this is Ananya and today is the last date of the NumPy series, probably. Just in case I come up with some, let's say NumPy projects in the future, but I'm not sure of that yet. So today I have created 5 questions for you all to solve. So this will basically be the last quiz or exercise set. But before that, I just wanted you all to come across the matrix topic in NumPy. Other than arrays, which are basically matrices, you have a matrix class specifically in NumPy too. Okay, as you all can see on the screen, this is the NumPy official documentation where you have NumPy Matrix. Okay, and what it says is it belongs to the class NumPy Matrix, and we all have, maybe in some lower classes in school or maybe college, we've come across the term matrix, of course. So you basically have more than 1D, okay? It's a minimum 2D array. So firstly, you have to put in the data in matrix, and you can optionally put in the data type, and where copy is basically a bool type. If it is not a multi-dimensional array already, it converts it into 1. Otherwise, it doesn't do basically anything. But I am not teaching this matrix topic because, as you can see this note out here, that it's not recommended to use this class anymore because our usual NumPy arrays will do every single function just like matrix does. Maybe finding the transpose or anything. It's basically the same. But just in case, you all can just go up and look it up if you all want to. All right. Now let's head on to our exercises. I have 5 questions for you all. Please see the question, give it a pause, and then we'll look through the answers. Okay. So best of luck. And here's your first question. Combine 2 arrays vertically. That is, they should be placed one below the other, and your time starts now. Okay, I hope you could do it. Now here is your solution. We had done these concepts just, I guess, a few tutorials, just a couple of tutorials back. So what you can do is simply create any 2 arrays of your choice. Does not matter, but be careful of the shapes. You need to be very careful with that. And you can simply apply the concatenate function. Okay, apply the concatenate function and make sure your axis is 0. So that's by default. Okay, you can do that. So I'm going to go ahead and run it. And there you go. You have them stacked up vertically, one below the other. And there's another way of doing it too. That is using vstack. Okay, you can use concatenate or vstack. We had done all of this. And I'm going to go ahead and show it to you all. You'll basically get the same output. And that's it. Pretty simple, right? And what if the question was combine 2 arrays horizontally? What would be the difference? Okay, so the difference would only be axis is equal to 1. That's the only change, right? Okay, here's your second question. Create 2 NumPy arrays and put in some common numbers in both the arrays, okay? Because that's important for our question. And what you have to do is display the positions of the same elements from both the arrays. And just in case you're kind of confused, here is your sample input and output. So here we see at index 1, we have the number 2, and hence you give this output. Okay, so did you solve it? Well, I really hope you did, because here's your answer. You simply have to use in the function where. So you say np.where a is equal to b. And that's as simple as that. Let's go ahead and run it. Okay, I missed in a comma. Okay, no issues. And there you go. You have position 0, you have 1 and 1. Next, let's check out position 2. That is, you have 3 and 3, right? And you can check out the other ones also. Going good, right? Let's move ahead now. Let's reverse the columns of a 2D array. That's your third question. And there you go. This is your input array and your output array. And just check them how they look like and try that out. Let's go ahead and run this now. You have a basic array. Okay, I've just taken a 3 by 3 array. And remember our simple list slicing when we were doing the basics of Python? All you have to apply is that. See, for the first one, you have rows and columns. Now, we don't want any change for the rows, right? Because we have to reverse only the columns. And hence, the starting position and the end position remains the same, and we just want to take it from the negative side. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and print this out for you all. There you go. Let's print the original array just in case you want to understand that, and let's print the new one. Okay, so let's give it a space. Okay, better for us to understand, right? What am I doing? Okay, there you go. You have 0, 1, 2, 0 to 8. All right, and now what happens is the first column, that is the 0th column, goes to the second position. First remains exactly where it is, because no meaning if you flip it or anything, it's just going to be there, and 258 comes right up at the front. Simple. Let's move on. Here's your second last question. Very simple. But now you've got to deal with matrices. But again, as we just saw in the beginning, doesn't matter. The arrays will do the same work. So multiply 2 matrices. Come on, try that out. Okay, I hope you all tried that out, and here is your solution. I have taken 2 arrays, but for simplicity's sake, my second array is basically an array filled with the value only 2. So it's a 3 by 3 array of only the number 2. And one way of solving this is using the dot function. Okay, you simply pass a comma b inside the dot function, and there you go. If you go ahead and try this out, this is going to be your answer. Another way of doing it is using the at operator. Might be new to you, or maybe that was your first answer, but here it is. You can use the dot function, or you can use a at b. Pretty interesting, right? And there you go. You basically get the same outputs. And your last question for NumPy, and we have not actually used dates or learned the concepts of dates in NumPy, but trust me, they're really simple. So I thought I'll add in this question. If you want to, go ahead and do a little bit of research and try this out, but try and solve it for sure. I'm going to go ahead and show you all the answer now, and there it is, as simple as that. Let's take a quick run through of it. You have np.arrange. You simply use that function. Your starting point is 07, that is 7th month of 2020. And you need to stop somewhere, right? You cannot keep continuing on and on. So you have to mention that the stop month will be August, that is 08. And some of you might be wondering, what on earth is this data type like? Well, let me explain it out for you. Date time, we all know, but where has this 64 come from? Well, the thing is, Python already used up the data type, okay? So date time has already been used. So what else to use in NumPy? Well, they added in date time 64. And what is this square brackets and a D inside it? Well, that basically means day. D stands for days. W will stand for weeks. M will stand for months. As simple as that. Let's go ahead and run that now. See, you get starting from 1st, 2nd, 3rd of July and ending with the 31st. Pretty simple. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all learned. And bye-bye. I'll see you all soon with some other different new topic in Python. Okay? Bye-bye. See you soon.